What's up, guys? Good morning if you're watching this in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. right now. I woke up at no, I woke up at 1:50 a.m. But that's because I slept super well. My sleep schedule is insanely good now, so my body adapted to waking up super early. And just for those of you who wonder, like, shit, you woke up at 1:50 a.m. and what time did you went to sleep? I went to sleep at 8 p.m. So the thing is, me, I recover faster than the average person. So if I sleep at 8 p.m., like I'm good by 2 a.m. normally. So I'm starting the warm up. So actually, this video, I didn't even tell you guys what it is about, but it's a calisthenic training. So I'm going to show you guys the progression that I'm at for the planche and the front lever. Things are progressing. It's little increments by little increments, but we're getting there. The thing is, I'm heavier than I used to be in 2023 when I had my full planche. I never had the front lever though. That's why it's exciting for me to stick on the grind because I always overshot myself with my front lever trainings. So I would always lose a strain and then I would burn out and I'd have to always like restart. So before starting, obviously I'm warming up my rotator cuffs like you guys are seeing, and after that I'm gonna show you guys my workouts, the front lever and the planche. Honestly, like these two movements, it's like how could I explain it? It's like you just gotta take it one day at a time. You cannot let anyone or anything get in the way. I remember when I tried to get the front lever back in the days, I felt the pressure, which is unnecessary. But when you're not secure with yourself, when you're still doubting yourself, you'll let pressure of the others fumble you. So, for example, I'd have people say like, "Oh, you don't have the front lever yet," and then it would piss me off, and then I would try to like work at the front lever even harder when I knew I needed to rest, and I wouldn't get anywhere. So that's why, like, when you have a training program, like, just follow it. Trust the process. All right. So one more set of that. Like you guys saw me do all the variations, and after that, you guys are gonna see the workout for the planche and front lever. You guys are gonna see what I do before doing the first set of front lever. Is I just get into the position for like not even 1 second. That's how I warm it up because if I do like a warm up where I stay long, it burns me out too much and I can't progress. So because 3 bands is very easy for me, I start with that. And then I go back. So I just get into the position, contract, let go. And when I say 3 bands, it's 3 tiny bands. So these bands, they give an assistance, I think, of up to 11 pounds max. That's the maximum maximal tension. So it's not a lot. But for the front lever, it's huge. So, and I'm talking if you have only one. So three is 33 pounds. So now I just did that. So now I'm going to do 2 bands only. And then I'll be ready to do my first set with only 1 band. Now for the planche, it's very simple what I do to warm it up. I do scapula push-ups, but on the bar. One set of 5 to 10 reps. All right, guys. So now I'm doing the second warm-up set. So we have 2 tiny bands. So the maximal tension is 22 pounds. And you guys probably noticed I have gear on for the front lever and even the planche. And the reason why is because raw, I'm not ready for that. But eventually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work to get the full planche raw. But for now, I use equipment which allows me to brace better and protect my ligaments and tendons. There you go. And honestly, just with that little hold, I can tell that it's gonna go pretty well for that one band because I'm so self-aware. When I go into the position, I can tell like, oof, my core is bad, my lower back is bad, or even my upper back or my lats. They're too tired to actually hold the movement. But just by doing this, not even a split second, I can tell that okay, it's gonna go pretty well. At the level I'm at now, I can only do one set of the tiny band, meaning just one band, and then I have to go to two because it's like the form would be too much like shit, like I say, you know. But we'll see. Maybe today I got to the point where maybe I could do two sets. We'll see. What I do for the second warm up set for the planche is I just bring my knees to my elbows and stay in the air. It's actually harder than it looks. A lot of people think it's easy, but when I show people the basics of the planche, most of them it's because it's kind of scary because they're afraid to like fall forward. But you got to trust yourself with this. You guys gonna see? I call that the pseudo knee tuck because you're like cheating. You know, you're not actually doing a knee tuck. Your elbows are being held by your knees, and of course you don't have to like hold as much weight versus if I was actually like this. So that's what I do just to, and honestly, why do I do it? It's simply to like reinforce the idea of like you want to keep your arms locked when you work your planche. So it's also a mind muscle connection trick. So I'm going to take a little break and then I'll do my first working sets for the front lever and the planche. All right, guys. So I took a good break. So it's the first set. So now it's only one tiny band. So it covers 11 pounds only, maximum tension. Whew. That's it. No more than that. And the cool thing is that I didn't need to activate beast mode. That's the mode where like I activate my central nervous system. I lay out a scream. I would have held it longer, but I'm starting to condition my body to do it without activating my central nervous system. So when I do activate it, I'm going to be able to push even further. So only one set, and the form was even clean. I can tell already, because when I went, I know it broke a little bit my around my hips, but I had the form like I had the elongation, you know, of a full front lever. Next set, it's right away two tiny bands, and we're gonna work on holding it longer than I did last time on that specific workout. So now we're gonna do the second set with two tiny bands. So last time I held it for about 11 seconds. Ah, I think I passed 11 seconds. Not easy though. And that's it already for the front lever. No more sets. I'm gonna do straddle now. And now I'm gonna do another set of full planche, but I'm gonna use the beast mode. So you guys are gonna see the difference in hold. All right, so now it's time for the second set with the purple band, double looped. And also that one is just one set, and then I'm gonna work on straddle. All right. Woo! So you guys saw, I think I held it 3 times longer. The form could be better though. Like I didn't have the full protraction. I was like, I think I was almost, I was at a certain point like even retracted, but you're still working the planche. You know, you're still working the form. So like that's the advice I could give you guys that from someone that already had the full front, the full planche, is don't listen to people. Like let's say you're doing your practice and you're posting it. Don't let people tell you like, oh, your form is shit or whatever. But be aware that yes, your form could be shit, but just keep working at it and it's gonna improve. Don't let people tell you, oh, you should use a lighter progression. The only time where I would say that you should use a lighter progression is if you're literally in a bent arm planche when you try to do it. Meaning like we literally see a bend. But if this is a full lockout, right? If you just like here, I wouldn't say go back to the other one. Yes, practice the previous one, but don't stop completely practicing that variation or progression that you're at. Just keep being patient, and you'll see as you recover, you'll be able to like push through eventually and lock it out. But there's a lot of people on social media they'll try to like put you down. You know, like it happened to me, and then when I got the full planche, like people just couldn't say anything anymore. You know, and it's like that's how it is. People always find something to say. Like people love to run their mouth for no reason when they got nothing going on for them. All right, guys. So now I'm gonna do my first set of straddle with a tiny band, and it won't be easy because I already did 2 sets uh, in the full front lever position. What I do on certain workouts, especially on alternating days, because I practice front lever 5, 6 times a week at least, and even the planche. But one thing I can tell you, some days I'll just start right away with straddle, and I'll hold it longer. But yeah, like today I'm starting with the full front lever. So so you guys are gonna see how it's gonna go for this one. Whew, I think I barely just held it longer than last time, and I can already say like the form wasn't 100%. It wasn't full shit, but it's like because I know the plane is supposed to be like this. I was a little bit raised. It's like a that's actually a way to progress to the towards the straddle. Is that if you can't hold it like this, you your back is parallel to the floor, but your legs are slightly raised, so there's more weight backwards, so it's a little bit easier. But like I said, it's I'm still practicing it. I'm still moving forward and building time, and eventually, as my back gets stronger with my pull-ups, it's gonna be fine. So now I'm gonna do my first set of straddle planche. I forgot which progression I'm at. I'm not sure if I'm at a black band or a red band, but we'll see, and you guys are gonna see how it's gonna look. All right, so I looked to the program for me, and I'm at the red band double loop with a yellow band, which helps about the same as these bands. It's like I think the maximal tension for this one is 18 pounds. So let's go for the first set of straddle. Good. So I already know that I held longer than last time. Last time I think I did 2 seconds, 2 point something. What I'm gonna do for the next set is add another yellow band. I remember last time I think I went down to a red one, but it would have been wiser to just keep or add an extra one. I guess in the moment I was like, oh, let me push it a little bit further, which is okay sometimes. But today I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna add an extra assistance to hold it even better. All right, so the second set, this one's gonna be much smoother. Like it's crazy how the difference between two bands and one is immense, especially for straddle, because it's much easier like progression. Oh yeah, I think I held it like 5 seconds more than last time that I did this specific workout. Very nice. So that's enough for the straddle, and now I'm gonna do I'll do another set with the straddle planche, and then we're gonna go to the knee tuck versions. So for the planche, I just do one last hold assisted, where like I really think of pushing as hard as if almost I wanted to do a knee tuck press up, because I'm starting to work gradually to get back into press ups again too. So that's why I'm gonna use assistance. But I could do the knee tuck without, but I don't want to tire myself out because after I film this video for you guys, I have press ups to do on my hands and stuff like that. So I don't want to burn too much my protraction. And already doing this, it's like because I don't have my full calisthenic resilience yet back, it's gonna I'm not gonna be able to do too many press ups, but I can still work on them. But yeah, you guys are gonna see me do assisted knee tucks with this, and I'll practice the advanced knee tuck with just a little tiny bend. All right. So we have the red band double loop and two yellow bands. So the hold should be much better and cleaner. Yep. Even the fact that I was able to like retract and go into my knee tuck and then drop, it's like I was much more in control. And it's to show you guys that like um, details matter. It's like you see just one extra yellow band and it made a big difference. Even though I was able to like kind of hold it on the last set, but the last set, um, I know like my legs were a little bit lower. It wasn't optimal. And even this one, the form could be better. That's what's crazy about calisthenics. You can always improve your form pretty much. Yes, there's like pretty much perfect form, but it takes work. It takes day after day after day, and you got to be patient. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with this. I'm getting really close to having it because when you're at the red band, it's not much left. Like it's you're almost there. So it's just I got to be patient. And the things I'm doing powerlifting as well, acrobatics, I'm rebuilding everything simultaneously. So it's normal that it's gonna be slow. But here and there, I get these like spur of growth. It's like boom. Suddenly, I can do much more of something. That's because the muscle memory is kicking in. It's really fun. I'm gonna practice the advanced knee tuck. Very simple. Just one set. It's a finisher for the front lever training. So what I do is I don't even wrap it completely around me. I only take half of it, so I call it using half a tiny bend. So it's like the assistance is almost trivial. It's almost mental, but it helps. It does help a bit. All right. Okay. Ooh. The advanced knee tuck is something. It demands a lot of strength. I remember when I ever like the first time I ever tried doing it, I just fell to the floor. Like in my head, I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's like you're not even going far. It demands. You need the good core and you need a strong back. So even somebody that holds a beautiful like advanced knee tuck, it takes work. It's like respect. So now I have one last set where I'm gonna use the two yellows and the red band for the advanced. I was gonna say advanced knee tuck planche, but no, advanced knee tuck planche is something else too. I know just knee tuck. You're gonna see I'm just gonna do a hold, a short hold, just to think of the intention of like pushing as hard as I can, and then that's it for the workout. I'm well over 230 pounds, so I'm not gonna mess around with my wrists. I used to like sometimes be like, ah, nah. It's like no, it makes a difference. Especially since I have powerlifting later, like my wrists are used every day, you know. So okay, okay. And the reason why I don't hold it too long is because I don't want to burn myself out. It's just practicing the form and getting into just a knee tuck because even though the knee tuck is the easiest planche progression, fuck, there's an easier than that. But like, even though it's like kind of like the basic step, it's not easy. Holding your body like fully, like it demands strength. Sometimes I always almost feel like I remember when I used to have my full planche and straddle, no assistance. Sometimes it would feel almost like knee tuck was more like hard because it's like all the tension is focused more on your arms, whereas when you do the straddle, it's like it's almost like the pain or like the struggle is spread apart. It's like, oh, you got to think of like activating your posterior pelvic tilt, which is like being able to like spread your legs and not breaking at the core. So I didn't feel it as much in my arms. It almost felt like that. But when it's knee tuck, oof, knee tuck is rough. Honestly, sometimes I feel like knee tuck is nasty. It's also because often I do knee tuck at the end of my workout, so I'm like burnt out a bit. But like those who practice it probably can relate. They're like, yeah, knee tuck is it's mental, you know. Especially like an advanced knee tuck. Like I never practiced the advanced knee tuck. I went from straddle to full planche, but that's something I'm probably gonna work on, to like refine certain things. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you can leave a like. Maybe say in the comments which move we would like to get one day. If it's both, me, I want to get both. I want to have it all, but I'm gonna work gradually to have them. Planche already had it. Front lever, it's gonna be a first. So for sure, I can't wait to share that stuff on the YouTube for you guys because it's gonna be nice. You guys are gonna see me getting a full front lever. And don't forget to subscribe like that you don't miss the future videos. So I'll see you guys very soon and take care.